Welcome to our Boundary Supply Rennen Sling review. A few weeks ago, Boundary Supply sent us this sling as well as the day pack, both of which are a part of a new line of travel products made from eco-friendly materials. In our day pack video, we asked you guys if you wanted to see an independent review of this sling, and somebody said yes. We're talking about you, Mr. Japoy Ramos. Mr. Ramos, this one's for you. And everybody else who's watching too. We're gonna tear this sling apart. There's some things I really like about it and a few things I'm not crazy about. Let's go. Let's talk about some specs. Ultimately, this is a sling that can double as a fanny, or is it a fanny that can double as a sling? I've got some opinions about this coming up soon. There are currently 3 different color options available. You got a tan, a blue, and a black. I wish they would have given me the tan or the blue. They gave me the black. Something the black looks bad. I'm just kind of sick of black. And Boundary Supply's tan is always so on point. The capacity is 3 liters, which is about average for a sling. It weighs half a pound, and for the price, it's currently running about 80 US. Okay, now let's talk about the style of the Boundary Supply Rennen Sling. Style is very subjective, but I think the Boundary Supply style is usually quite cool. It's always got like this cool, like retro, old school look to it, but sort of modernized and brought into the future. It's the exact way I feel about this sling. There's still that classic sort of adventure feel, but without feeling like outdated. And with the style too, Boundary's not too loud with their branding. They got a little Stitch logo right there, little logo on the side right here, and that's it. Subtle, yet tasteful. Let's now chat about the materials. And the materials are probably the most important part of this sling and really all aspects of their Rennen series, because they're super duper eco-friendly. In fact, 11 plastic bottles were melted down, recycled into yarn, and used in this product. And the eco-friendliness doesn't stop just with the exterior materials. It's the interior materials, it's the zippers, everything is blue sign, which means like super duper eco-friendly. That's 2 super dupers in a 1-minute span. Can I fit in a third? Let's find out. But how do the materials actually feel? Being recycled is great, but not if they suck. But don't worry, they don't suck. Outer material is done in collaboration with Cordura. Most noteworthy, they're ballistic nylon. This is a 500D nylon, which means it's durable. It's gonna have a nice water resistance to it, but hair clings to this thing like crazy. It's kind of a dirt magnet. Now that's not a deal breaker for me. A lot of packs can be like this. It's just something to be aware of. Interior materials are also quite nice. I love these materials. Smooth, silky, durable. Boundary Supply never slacks on their materials, internal, external materials. The whole thing is very well put together. Okay, let's chat about the comfort of this bad boy. And this is where the review is gonna take a little bit of a turn to negative town. Because while I'm in love with Boundary Supply's mission and the look of this and the usability, we'll talk about the functionality, it's superb. I don't think it's the most comfortable sling out there. Case in point, Tab, can you see this? Can you see what's going on here? Get in nice and close, because this is a problem that I've got with this sling. Now, I'm a sling lover. Love me some slingage. But I like the way that a sling feels when it fits compact against your actual torso. It's just a little bit awkward on the torso. And that doesn't matter if it's a little looser, like it is now, or even if it's worn a little bit tighter, you're always just gonna kind of have this happening. And I don't hate this, I just love this. The Air Day Sling, AKA Tab's favorite thing in the world. You see how this sling fits the entirety of the torso, how it lays like that, no matter what angle? That's absolutely perfect. It's a nice, perfect, tight fit. What Air did here was they created their strap in a way that fits the human body, as opposed to this one though, it's built more like a fanny pack, which is fine if it's a fanny, but it's not as awesome if it's supposed to be a sling. So I wanna tell you, I don't think that this guy's uncomfortable. I just don't think that it's as comfortable as other slings. And to take it a step further, I don't really think this is like a great sling necessarily, but this just kind of seems like a fanny to me and not like a sling. All right, moving on. Let's talk about the front of the sling. Minimalist branding, a really nice PU coated YKK zip right here. Nice smooth opening, nice smooth closing. The zipper pulls are comfortable and have a nice grip, while also having a smooth feel on this rubbery plastic part. That's it on the front. Let's dive into the middle. Now this is where the sling, or fanny, or whatever you think it is, gets really fun, because I love what's going on in the middle. Let's go ahead and go pocket by pocket, feature by feature. First up, key ring right here. If you like a key ring or a carabiner, you just pop the keys on there, easy to grab, perfect. We got 2 pockets, same size. Great for something like your AirPods. I keep a spare mask in there. Also, eye drops. These pockets don't expand very much. They're actually a little tight. So you're not gonna get a bunch of stuff in there. But remember, it's a 3-liter sling. This is not meant to be like max capacity. This just helps you organize your little tidbits. The main compartment is a decent size, perfect spot for it. You just pop your shades in there. You can fit a few other tidbits, phone. For instance, check out right now, I'm sipping on a 600 milliliter Gatorade bottle, and it's a nice snug fit. So if you are someone who carries a water bottle, which makes sense, you're in line with the whole eco-friendly lifestyle. If it's under 600 milliliters, it'll be a nice snug fit. Then on the flip side, we got this pocket right here, smooth zipping experience. I just got a pen in there. I got some coinage. This pocket runs about 3/4 the depth of the front compartment in general. And one other note is I love that Boundary Supply does this. The internal materials are made with a light color, like a light tan, which is nice because that helps to create a highlight effect in the sling, which makes it easier to find your gear. And that's about it. It's a small sling. This gives you some basic organization. So if you're just looking for a simpler sort of experience, the Boundary Supply Rennen Sling will provide that for you. Let's talk about the back. First up, hidden pocket. I mean, it's not super hidden, but it's a really nice pocket because it's a perfect spot for your phone. This pocket is yet again protected with a YKK waterproof zipper. These sorts of zips are a little bit stickier, yet smooth. There's not a lot of depth to this pocket. I only recommend putting things that are flat in there, mostly a phone. It's basically just a phone pocket. Tav did bring up a good point though. Since the sling does kind of shoot forward like this, it actually makes getting your phone even easier. Maybe that's why they did it. I don't think so, but it's nice to know. Okay, let's start with this shoulder strap. Here we have some hardware. See these buckles right here? Tav and I aren't too sure about these guys. I'm gonna place my trust in Boundary Supply, but I don't know the brand. I haven't tested it for long periods of time, so I'm gonna give Boundary Supply the benefit of the doubt there. But in use, it's fine. We've got some basic nylon webbing, feels durable. We've got a dangle stopper here, which is plastic. And then if you go into fanny mode, we've actually got a second dangle stopper right here. So you go ahead, slide the excess nylon through, and then bam, it just kind of helps make the bag a little more seamless and a little less dangly. And then boom, when you're in fanny mode, you can just pop these guys there on both sides. It works. All right, let's wrap this review up by going over the overall pros and cons. Overall pro number 1 is gotta be the materials. They're recycled, yet premium. I'm in love with Boundary Supply's mission of sustainability. Pro number 2 is gonna be the organization because it's actually quite nice. It's not too much. Like some people are gonna think that like the air slings are overkill with their pockets. You got your 3 pockets here, pocket there, that's it. So nice little balance. And pro number 3 is the overall Boundary Supply look and specifically the color options. You're not limited to just black on black with this guy. The blue looks great and the tan looks amazing. But cons. Con number 1 is gonna be pretty obvious. It's like, I just don't know exactly what this guy is. Like it feels like a fanny, but it's being advertised as a sling. It seems to be this weird little middle ground between the two, but yet it doesn't work as either perfectly. So you get both, which is nice. Like the air sling, you're not gonna be able to wear as a fanny, impossible. This guy though, you can go from fanny to sling and it's not perfect at either, but you do get both. And then specifically with that, con number 2, I'll say is just like that lack of a fit on the torso when it's being worn as a sling, which just kind of makes it feel not uncomfortable, but awkward. So let's talk about who I think the Boundary Supply Rennen Sling is for and who it's not for. This sling is absolutely 100% for you if you want to buy gear made by companies who are committed to sustainability. Sustainability. If that's more important to you than necessarily the comfort and the features and you just are really passionate about eco-friendly materials, this is the sling for you. If that sounds like you, please check the links below if you're gonna make a purchase. Those links make sure that you get the best price and it helps support our channel. This is also the sling/fanny for you if that's what you're looking for, a sling/fanny. Remember, it's not perfect at either, but it does do both. If that sounds like you and you're gonna make a purchase, please use the link in our description. But let's talk about who this sling/fanny thing is not for. This sling is not for you if you're looking for a sling that fits sort of perfectly on your torso. As I highlighted, it's a little bit of an awkward fit. On the pro side, that means you get the fanny/sling experience. But if you're just looking for a sling that just like perfectly, just like that, just the guy. If that sounds like you, please check the links below. We got some sweet ass sling reviews down there. This is also not the sling for you if you carry a bit more stuff. This is only 3 liters. It's a good size for a sling, but sometimes it's just not big enough. If you need something a bit larger, like 6 liters or 10 liters, take a look at the links below. We got some larger sling reviews down there. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching our Boundary Supply Rennen Sling review. If you found this review useful, the best way to show your support of this channel is to like this video, subscribe to our channel, hit the notification bell, and leave a comment. Do you think we were being too hard on the awkward fit? Do you wish there was a few more pockets? Are eco-friendly materials important to you? And if you already own this sling, let us know what you think, man. How has your experience been so far? Comments are sweet. Comment below. Comment. We'll see you guys next time.